All right, this is a very confusing market. Last few days, last maybe 2 weeks, it's been a whole market crash, correction, down. The entire market was down. Everything was red. This market is pretty mixed. As an aggregate, it was up over 1% today, but this doesn't tell you the whole story. Thing Stocks like Tesla are down. We're down nearly 5%, while like Western Digital and Amazon were up. This was up almost 8% at one time. They're all coming back in, but there's a very mixed market. It's not all up, it's not all down. You got to pick your opportunities. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I'm going to talk about today is the financial industry. Who are the players? Now, I've mentioned that I was in the financial industry for 17 years. This includes some time in the public sector, meaning that I managed assets for the government. I'm not going to get into detail on that, but I was in the public and private sector. You can look me up. Want to get into the players because I'm always asked this question: what do I need? Who do I need? Who do I talk to? So, from the retail investor's point of view, financial industry can be extremely confusing, and you don't know who to talk to. Everybody is saying something, everybody has an opinion. So, what do you do? So, let me break down a few things here. We got your internal and external people. What this means is who is working for who. Internal people, people you're never going to talk to, people you're never going to know what they do. Okay, they work for the banks, they work for the industry, they work for the different organizations. These can be traders, these can be brokers. These guys are making profits for the banks, these are making profits for the investment banks, these are making profits for the broker dealers. Traders, what they do is they do day trading, they do, different kinds of spreads, they do all kinds of stuff, but they do it to make the bank's profits. So, like Goldman Sachs, if you look at Goldman Sachs's earnings, they'll say, you know what, they made 100 billion from their investment trading. That's what these guys do. That's what their traders do. Okay. Brokers are the guys that call up other agencies, other internal agencies like other banks, and they say, I got this stock. Do you want to buy it? And or they'll say I got this stock that I want to sell. We're getting out of this. So they'll sell millions and millions of shares to other banks and other brokers. Those are internal people working for the agencies. Portfolio managers are the guys that manage assets. Manage assets for, they can be retail investors, they can be other investors like, the Mets or something like that. These guys are not licensed typically. So they do hedge funds and they do family offices. Basically, you have to know these people personally. And so this would fall under like Jim Cramer, guys like that. Bernie Madoff was a hedge fund guy. It's not like he's advertising, say, hey, come invest with Bernie Madoff. No, you'll get a tip. You'll get a say, hey, LeBron James invests with this guy, so I should invest with this guy. Stuff like that. It's very hush hush. These are not regulated. These are unregulated things. They could do whatever they want. Okay? Unregulated. These guys, certified financial analysts, CFAs, this is probably the hardest license to get. These guys do mutual funds. These guys do pensions, highly regulated. These guys advertise like mad. These are your American funds. These are your T. Rowe Price funds. These are your Fidelity funds. These guys are the big dogs. These guys are the professionals. These guys are the guys that manage $100 billion. These guys are probably the guys managing your mutual funds. Okay, you can't talk to them. Nobody's gonna talk to these guys. Okay, being in the industry, Talk to a couple traders, talk to a couple brokers, but these guys are the ones that sell you because they're the smart guys. They're the guys at the top. They're the economists, and they say, this is what I think's going on with China. It's what I think's going on in the war. This is where I'm investing $10 billion. Okay, and they're trying to sell the professionals. Hey, invest in my mutual fund. Why don't you, you know, uh, move your clients over here? I'm a growth fund. I beat, the industry. I beat the S&P. These are the guys that selling themselves to the financial advisors. Okay, so they'll have an advisor conference. They'll go, they'll pay for everything, they'll put you up in nice hotels, and then they'll talk to you for 8 hours saying, this is what I think is going to happen in the world. I'm better than T. Rowe Price. I'm better than American funds. Come invest with me. Okay, these are the guys with the big budgets. Now, the people that the retail investors talk to, are the external people. These can be brokers, but they don't give advice. This is like boiler room type stuff. This is like that Leonardo DiCaprio unregulated type stuff. They don't do this anymore. They'll call you up and they'll cold call you, say, hey, I got 100 shares of XYZ stock you need to buy that's hot. And then you just go and buy it through him over the phone. This is not a thing anymore. Okay? Mostly you have this right here in the middle. You have financial advisors, investment advisors, and wealth advisors. These are all the same thing, except there's different levels. Very bottom level is a financial advisor series 6. They can't do anything but sell you an annuity or life insurance. If you have a series 6 person, I would probably shy away from that. Okay? The best people are going to be your series 7 and series 66 people. These are your financial advisor with an investment advisor license. They can put together nice portfolios for you. They can sell them to you. They can manage them for you. These are the guys that are the top retail managers of retail assets. So this is your mom and pop money. Okay, mom and pop goes to these guys and they say, hey, this is what I want to do with my money. Then these guys sell you mutual funds. They sell you individual stocks. They may sell you an annuity depending on what you're doing. But these guys can structure investments to meet your goals. Now, a lot of places just have financial advisors. And they have to go by certain rules. They can say, oh, this is a growth investor. This is what you have to invest them in. So they're just following a template. Investment advisors can make up their own stuff. They're Series 7. They can sell it to you. And they can actually put together a portfolio for you. Hey, this is what we want to do. We want to, invest in this type of stock. We want to be a value investor. We want to do growth. We want to do whatever. They can put together a nice portfolio for you and advise you. Okay. Wealth advisors may offer a couple extra bells and whistles. They may be able to do big life insurance policies. They may be able to do legal services like a trust. They may be able to do like high net worth type stuff. Like if you need $1 million minimum to get in this investment, then they may be open to these guys. So these guys in the middle are all the same. They just offer different bells and whistles and different services. Certified financial planners. These are the guys that you go to, they put together a retirement plan, and then you pay them $1,000. It's like a one-time thing. They'll give you a retirement plan, and they'll say, this is what you need to do. I can't sell it to you. I can't, do anything else. Here's your plan. Go find somebody to implement your plan. These are kind of going away too, because nobody wants to hand this guy $1,000 or $500 for this written plan. Okay, so that is the financial industry part 1, and I'm going to get into part 2 next time.